It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got the incomparable Travis Kelce.
He's coming off a 103-yard showing last week. It's the Chiefs and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Allen. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Allen. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now a hit and a loose football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 54 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. A quick throw, but incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
On first down, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelce. The numbers for Travis Kelce last week. 6 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit, and he made himself available on that one.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They go play fake. Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. The Chiefs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. second down, McKinnon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Second down and goal. Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:50. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Those are the kind of drives. On offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And trotting back out onto the field, Travis Kelce. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him?
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They fake the give, now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So here are the Bills to take over. They're on top here as they've got the football 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. To throw, it's Allen. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Allen. Screenplay, Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And it's incomplete. So much to discuss with the Chiefs and Bills getting together here. The top 2 scoring teams in the AFC last year. Buffalo won their regular season meeting in 2021. That was 38-20 in Week 5. But as we all know, the Chiefs got them back in the playoffs. One of the best games in recent memory. 42-36 in overtime. And a game that many thought helped spawn the new overtime rules for 2022. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen to Crowder, and he's got it on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Allen again, and that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a two-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down. A give up the middle to Singletary. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds Watson. It's caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Justin Watson, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen out to the flat here for Johnson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Allen. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Allen now on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now Allen. Dumping it off for Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're back now in KC. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Allen to throw once more. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because You just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Singletary will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. KC's offense ready to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Was that a design?
It was built into the play.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. 47 yards. He's carried the ball just 5 times. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jarrett McKinnon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, Matt.